What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Day in the Life of Hayes. It's Friday, so we start each and every weekday off in the office, and today is no different.
Where's everybody at? Outside. Rick out here trying to specify how he want these labels put on. I told Nick that this whole label thing was gonna become like a professional act.
So after coming into an empty office, and Rick was out back showing London how he wants these stickers put onto a bag. Basically, I found this to be interesting because I had just had a conversation with Nick the day before, explaining to him how Rick was gonna want these things put on a certain way, and he was kind of like, well, yeah, whatever. I said, hey man, you might want to make a jig. You can go ahead and get a jig started because Rick's gonna want these things put on a certain way. I found it to be very funny that when I come in, Rick was out giving detailed instructions on how he wanted these bags. How he wanted these labels to go on the bags. Very, very interesting. But anyway, moving right along. So I went ahead and started my day off with some protein.
Start the morning off with a protein shake. Let's go out here to the truck, grab us all 2 scoops away. So 2 scoops away, which I need to go get more of, by the way. There's no need of ordering any. I'll probably be run out by the time I get here. Oh, didn't waste. You know what? I did this differently. I usually put the water in first, but I didn't do that this time. Oh boy. I like to put the water in first when it comes to my whey protein because now the protein gonna stick to the bottom corners. Usually do. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but I have.
So after the protein shake, I ended up having a meeting with Shane. Shane is an accountant that's in our office and sales reports, right? So basically, I had been talking to you guys about our sales report that I'm building. And generally what this sales report does is it basically makes his job easier by automating what he would normally have to do using an Excel spreadsheet. So I had been talking to you about the sales report, talking to you about building it, but today what me and Shane did was I got to a point where it was time for me and him to sit down and actually review the numbers that are being put out by my automation of the sales report. And being that he's the one that actually runs the sales report, this is the guy I needed to talk to. So we basically sat down and have a meeting, went over the numbers. We found a few little bugs and tweaks that that my query wasn't accounting for, things that he filters out when he's actually making these sales. So the idea is I wanted to make this system so that he doesn't have to do any filtering. He basically exports a CSV, which is a spreadsheet, comma separated value spreadsheet, from QuickBooks, and then he usually takes this out, take that out, and all that. But I wanted to make my system take these things out for him. So all he had to do is just do an export import, and then it will automatically filter out everything that he would filter out and only submit the things that needed to be submitted in the way it needs to be submitted. So that basically ran us pretty much to about 11 o'clock or so. And then I got hungry, so I had to get something to eat. Since I cooked all that chicken last night and I got a lot of extra, I'm just gonna warm me up a piece of this chicken, and we're gonna have that in like a sandwich. So we're gonna take one of these, just grab one of these napkins right here. We're going to put this on a napkin. We're going to put this in a napkin like so.
I'm gonna heat this up. I'm just gonna grab one slice. And some honey mustard. Make sure you're just gonna put my cheese on it. Some cheese on there. Some mustard on there, beast. Boom. There it is.
Alright, so after I sat down and had me one of those delicious chicken sandwiches that I made, that chicken was good, man. I normally don't fry the chicken like that. I usually just bake the chicken. You know, that's kind of like the lazy man way, because I could just put it in the oven and just walk away, you know. So this time I tried to do something a little different, and plus the chicken be really thick, so I had basically sliced it in half so that it'll be thinner, and then I pan fried it, which worked a lot better. I think I'm gonna be cooking my chicken breast that way from now on, because I actually like that. It was really, really good. And the seasoning, you know, the way I seasoned it, I actually seasoned it first, and you know, massage the seasoning in, then I let it sit, you know, for a little while. So yeah, I put a little extra effort in there, boy. Chef Hayes doing his thing. But anyway, after eating that delicious sandwich, getting back to work for a little while, I think it was about another hour or so, it was time for me to take that lunch break.
12:30, guys, and I am going to get my paycheck. So gotta drive all the way out to the other job, grab my paycheck, cash it, and then come on back to work. So that usually be my lunch break for the most part. It takes me a good little bit of time. I got it. Plus today I got to drive all the way out, not by the office over here, but past that I got to go out to the other group home. Apparently they don't have the checks at the office today, so which sucks. So that's gonna be extra added time to my lunch. So more than likely my little lunch break will be over and done by the time I go get my paycheck and come back. But it is what it is, which is why I take Fridays off from the gym. I'm probably gonna change that to every other Friday. Just this Friday that I have to do this running around, I'll take off from the gym. But anyway, let's go get that done.
So after that, I actually had two decisions to eat for dinner, right? So Bae had made some stuffed peppers, damn tasty, and she made one for me. So I actually had a choice between eating another chicken sandwich or two stuffed peppers. But since I was on a chicken roll, I decided to just go ahead and have me another chicken sandwich for the lunch part of my meal for the day, you know, whatever. So I had another chicken sandwich, and basically I went and sat down and went to work. So after work, as I was working alone, Shane ended up going into the commissions section of the data center. And basically the commissions section is kind of the same as the sales reports, but instead of giving the guys a full breakdown of the sales and the companies and all that stuff like that, it just lists their commissions. But when he went to go in there, it was an error. It wasn't working for some reason. So I ended up having to spend a little bit of time trying to figure that out. Work was kind of interesting today, man. I had a discovery in my data center application where something that came up I didn't realize. So as you know, it's 2017. We had a year change, right? So a lot of my queries, what they do is they automatically pick the current year as default and then load a page. And then once the page is loaded, you know, then the user can specify to go back years behind the default year, right?
So what ended up happening is, what I didn't realize is that because our sales are behind by 1 month, so technically we don't get any 2017 sales until February 15th, which means that there is nothing to query. So that means that it'll pull an error. So I had to go and adjust everything in the data center that used the year, the default year, so that it won't use 2017 as a year until February 15th. All right, guys, so I got into work and I pretty much started my normal routine. I went ahead and started cooking dinner for the guys. Well, dinner was already cooked, so I ended up just warming it up, getting it prepped, doing medication, doing a good sweep and mop. But today, I didn't do any editing. I decided to sit back and I basically ran my mouth on the phone with my cousin for like a couple hours, man. We was talking about Eddie Murphy Raw. I don't know if you guys ever watched Eddie Murphy Raw, but my cousin discovered Eddie Murphy Raw on Apple Music. So he had been listening to some of the clips of old Eddie, you know, and he basically was laughing and joking, and I listened to some, and we was kind of going back and forth talking about that, and the day ended up just flying right on by, guys. So that's pretty much the end of the night. I would like to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.